up, everybody? All right, thanks for joining me. This is Roger, Working Man Cigars. Today I wanted to go over a quick mail call that I recently got today. Two people sent me something over. So the first one, I got something sent over by Tip Top Smoke Emporium. I never knew him as Tip Top Smoke Emporium, just Tip Top, like on YouTube, on Instagram, they're just Tip Top Smoke. And I watch a lot of the lives, the New Wave lives, and you see them, you see them commenting stuff, and they're pretty active. And one day they sent me a message, super cool people, and they had asked me which Sam Patel cigars interested me the most, and they wanted to send me some, which I thought was freaking cool, man. I had really been hearing and seeing a lot of reviews about the Cameroon and how many people like the Cameroon, so I myself like the Don Carlos, and people are saying this is going to compete with the Don Carlos. So I wanted to find that out myself, and luckily they sent me over some Cameroons. I did mention to them, hey, I would like to try the Cameroons, and the Connecticut's I heard are really good. So luckily they sent those over to me. They sent over 2 Toros of each, 2 of the Cameroon, 2 of the Connecticut, and then they also sent me 3 Lanceros, 1 Connecticut, 1 Habano, and 1 Cameroon, which I'm really excited about. Again, these, I don't like slim Lanceros. I don't know why people like Lanceros, and that's all fine and good, but I don't particularly like the really small ones. And these, when I saw these Lanceros, I'm like, are these Lanceros or are these like Lonsdales? Because they're a little bit thicker, which I like. I like this. So I'm looking forward to smoking these. And again, the cigar community has been cool. Tip Top Smoke had no reason to send me some stuff to ask me if I wanted anything. So the fact that they did, I thought, man, that's, again, these are people out there that are just being generous. And if they like content, they send some cigars out. And I think that's cool, man. So if any of you, I'm always going to check out whenever I'm going to buy any cigars. I'm always going to go to Tip Top Smoke first, see if they have it. And like he said, they carry a lot of stuff. If they don't have it, DM him on Instagram and he'll see if he can find it. So, and it's a real person. I think it's a real person, right? I don't think it's like a bunch of people or they pay somebody to run their social marketing, because it feels a little bit too personal. So I hope that it's not just like a bunch of random people or a local ad agency that's running their social media, because it feels personal, and I really like that. I prefer that. As much as all of us would, right? When you get too big, you probably can't do that. So I'm surprised they still do it, and I really appreciate it. So hit them up if you guys need anything. I would appreciate if you guys try them first before you try anybody else. Their prices are good. I checked their prices. I looked at their inventory. They have a lot of stuff, and they also put it on Instagram. I like when people put it on Instagram, like pre-sales or just sold or up on the market, because that makes me jump to the page right away. And Tip Top stays on top of doing that, so it's cool, man. And another mail call that I got today, this was from a friend of mine. I'm lucky to say that I have made a lot of good friends in the cigar community, right? People that I really can talk to online, and they're cool. And a few of those is, obviously Michael Prisdale, Master Ash, Eric Tran, Smoke One If You Have One. Really enjoy talking to them. I met a few guys on a live and talked to them. Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin, and then this is a guy that doesn't have a YouTube, but I've always communicated with him since like the very beginning through Instagram. John Crazy Gringo Cigars on Instagram. He does a lot of Instagram content, a lot of pictures, a lot of polls, a lot of fun interactive things that people that do good Instagram do. I suck at Instagram. Like I've said, if you guys, I'm getting better at it, but if you ever write me a message, it might take me a day or two before I get back, because I'm getting better now, because I do check it now. And I'm ashamed to say my wife helps me handle some of that stuff. Like she'll tell me when there's a message, or I don't have notifications on. So like I really do, when I see his Instagram, I think, damn, this is how you do Instagram, right? So if you guys like cigar content, like the polls, and like to be interactive with the people on the pages that you follow, then I would recommend following John Crazy Gringo Cigars. So right away when I saw this, I was like, oh shoot, I saw the red band, right? And I saw this red kind of cloth band, and I've seen these are Definition cigars. I have always wanted to try Definition cigars, but I have not had the chance to have one yet, and these are cool, man. You usually got to buy them in 5 packs, and if you sleep on it, they kind of get sold out. So I've always wanted to try it after Pig Jimmy had brought them up and said how good they were. So I'm really looking forward to that. Then he also sent me a cool cigar, which is his wedding cigar. He got these rolled special at his wedding. That's hella cool, man. It's funny because I sent him a Sanj Patel SP1014 Red, which is my favorite Sanj Patel, and he sent one right back. An Olivia Series V. I don't smoke a lot of Oliva. Did I say Olivia? Oliva. I don't smoke a lot of Oliva. I don't know why, because when I do smoke them, I do enjoy them. So I don't know why I don't smoke more of them, but I do enjoy them, and I'm glad he sent me one, because anytime I do have one, they are great smokes. He sent me Henry Clay Warhawk. I've heard about this, never tried it, so looking forward to it. Another one is the Long Live the Queen by Caldwell. I've never had the Long Live the Queen. I've had the Long Live the King, and that was pretty good, but I've always seen this one, and I've wanted to try the Long Live the Queen. So excited about that one. And then EP Carrillo Allegiance. This is a killer cigar. I really like this cigar. I've had this cigar a few times, and this is kind of like a cigar where I want to have something traditional and I know it's going to be good. This is one, besides My Father, this is another one that I usually will grab. He also sent another bag with some smaller Vitola cigars, which was cool. And a lot of these cigars I've heard of, but I've never smoked. I just heard on a podcast people speaking about the Murcielago, Espinosa Murcielago, and I thought, damn, that's such an interesting thing that he sent this over when I was just listening to this on a podcast. So I've always been interested in it. I think it looks cool. The little Batman branding. So I'm excited about smoking this one. Then he sent over Ramon Bueso cigar. Never heard of this one, but again, he also sent over a whole description of every cigar here. Like, this guy, this is why I appreciate the community, because they take the time to do all this stuff. I'm embarrassed to say that I didn't take the time to do this as well, but I really do enjoy that they take the time to do that, because if not, I would be curious about or having to look these cigars up on my own, but luckily they went ahead and sent that over. So again, I appreciate that. Another one is 85 Cigars El Patron. From what I read, this is a cigar that was created by Chad Ochocinco. I think that's a football player. Man, I watched the New Wave football lives, but I don't like watching football. I played football in high school. I enjoy it. It's cool. Like, I can watch it a little bit, but I never get into it. I don't have loyalty to a team, and I just don't watch it. I wish I did, because then I'd have more in common with some of my customers that like to talk to me about it, and I just have to like, yeah, can you believe that? And I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. But the other cigar is the Blueprint, and this was from the Burn Down podcast. Pig Jimmy would be like, fuck that cigar. But I like that podcast. I've listened to their podcast a little bit, and I kind of like it. Not all of them. Those guys are kind of weird, but they are pretty cool. I did watch their content a lot in the beginning, and so this is cool. This is their cigar, and I heard that it was rated really highly, so I'm interested to try it. So I appreciate that. Another one is the Arturo Fuente Hemingway Short Story. I love this cigar. When I barely started smoking cigars and I was kind of like really involved in it, I always had a lot of these little cigars to smoke during work. I preferred Toros and only smoking half of them than having to smoke a small one, because I smoked too fast when I was barely starting to smoke. And the smoke was always way too hot for me to enjoy. I always didn't like it too much, but this Hemingway Short Story was an exception to that. Always good, always smooth, always hit the spot. Rarely did I get one that was pretty inconsistent, besides the humidity thing, depending where I bought it, because some places near me, the humidity is freaking crazy. So there's a place here that has cool cigars, but they're all kind of full of that white mold, and the guy's always like, Plume, this Plume. Plume is, Google it, Plume is good for cigars. I'm like, bro, like, whatever, man. Okay, so then there's this other cigar, Bongani. This is the one we were talking about, South African tobacco. I'm super interested to try this. And you know what? I like that. So the pro is, the pro is that if it's small and I don't like it too much, you know, it's not that long of a smoke and it's not that big of a deal. But the con is if I do like it and I love it and it's a short smoke because it's so small, it's gonna suck. But I'm really excited to try this one. Another one here is a Brick House. I was actually speaking to John about this. I have rarely smoked. I was about to say I've never smoked a Brick House, but that's not true. I I don't remember which ones, but I have actually. This was before I ever paid attention. I just grabbed whatever I thought looked cool. So yeah, I'm really happy to try this. Michael Prisdo actually sent me a Bricktoberfest brick house, so letting that one sit, but really stoked to try that one out. And this one, Emperor's Cut, another short 58 by 40. This feels like a 60, but this is a shorty, thicky cigar, man. Excited to smoke this one too. This one seemed pretty interesting. This is actually made by La Aurora Factory. I've never had a La Aurora cigar, believe it or not. I like the way they look. I like those little like perfume tubey looking things that they come in, but I've never actually smoked one. I've heard they're good though. I don't know why I haven't. It's just the old school branding sometimes doesn't attract me, but I have heard they're good, so I'm looking forward to this one. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I mean, I'm very grateful to receive this stuff. I always think it's killer when I get some of these cigars. It's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate all the cigar community that's always doing this stuff, always so generous. Guys that even aren't really in the, like, Cigar Gringo doesn't have a YouTube. He doesn't do unboxing, he doesn't do none of that, but he still, you know, is generous and sends out some sticks. And then Tip Top Smoke, they're a businessman. They make money by selling cigars, not giving them away. So I appreciate that. So thanks again, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Follow Crazy Gringo Cigars, and then follow Tip Top Smoke. Whenever you're looking for new cigars, I would hit them up first, see if they got it. And if not, reach out to the guy at Tip Top Smoke. That dude responds freaking quickly. So, all right, guys, thank you.